we are on the verge of something historic. Aaron Judge last night hit home run number 60, and he's now obviously 2 away from breaking the mark, the American League mark and the Yankees mark that Roger Maris owns. Set it in, 1961?
Yep.
He matched Babe Ruth's all-time high of 60, and it's gonna, he's gonna do it. It's just a matter of when, not if, we all believe. But Rob, he also is right now, if the season ended today, he would win the Triple Crown. Batting .316, which would top the American League. 60 home runs, 23 more than the nearest, second nearest,
which is mind-boggling.
That's unbelievable. Those are the types of distances Babe Ruth put
when he
between
played
himself and the nearest competitor. We haven't seen that really since then. And he's RBI. He's going to win that hands down. The only one that's close, Xander Bogaerts is batting .315, and Aaron Judge .316. So that one is going to be tough to hold on to. But
and Judge had a hit in his first at bat, so his average, you know what I mean? Like that's a big.
Yep, that'll help him.
That'll help him big time when you get a hit like the first time up.
Yep. And so, Rob, here's what I want to ask you. We've talked about how, some people think he's going to be the single-season home run king if he tops Roger Maris. Both you and I disagree with that. It's still Barry Bonds. But so I want to ask you this. Is this the best, let's just say hitting, because some people will say Shohei Ohtani for, pitching and hitting well. But is this the best offensive season of the century since the year 2000? I mean, if you want to go beyond that, feel free.
It might be the best, Chris, when you really analyze and pull the covers back on this season. If he were able to win a Triple Crown, break the all-time record, right? And when you start to look at his numbers and think about his batting average, Chris, people don't have batting averages anymore. You know what the average batting average is in baseball right now?
What?
243.
Wow.
It's at the lowest point since 1967.
That should be cause for alarm.
That should be.
I mean, I guess they're gonna hopefully that'll be fixed. I know it'll go up, with the shift being.
But Chris, not only is the shift that takes hits away from people. Pitchers, they carry more pitchers than ever before.
Yep.
Guys are specialists. Guys come out of the bullpen with great arms. In Babe Ruth's days, in the early days of baseball, guys pitched doubleheaders, Chris. No, they did. Nobody would pitch a doubleheader today.
In our day, guys pitch complete games.
And they pitch complete games, right? If you were the star pitcher of your team, you would pitch 8 or 9 innings every time you went out. That's just how it was.
Yep.
So you were facing guys that didn't have the gas and the juice that these guys have. That's why I think when you add in the Triple Crown, it's not just like he's got 60 home runs and he's batting .210, Chris. He's not the strikeout home run or home run, which is the era we're in now.
A lot of times, right.
He's not that.
Which is great.
So I think when you think about those things, when you think about who he's facing and playing against, I'm not going to negate Babe Ruth's numbers. He played in a league with no black or brown players, no Latin players. He didn't play against the best of the best. We know that some black and Latin players are some of the best players who ever played the game. That's just a fact.
And even at that time, I mean, there are people that'll tell you Josh Gibson was as good or better than Babe Ruth.
Absolutely. And he didn't play against those people.
Right.
So my point is that Aaron is playing against the world now. The world's best players. Shohei, all these other players, Chris, from Asia and all over South America. And you're like the best of the best in the world now play in the major leagues. That wasn't always the case.
Right.
But now when you factor all of those things in, and here's the last part. He's playing on a winning team, and the games he plays in matters. I'm not here to rip Shohei. I'm not here to rip Trout. No, I'm not. Chris, they haven't played a meaningful game since May. Let's just be honest.
No,
Aaron Judge is playing in pressure-packed situations where the Yankees need him to hit and play well, and he's playing center field now. He moved over from right. I mean, he's been incredible. To me, if he wins a Triple Crown and he sets the record and has 65 home runs, I'm going to consider it the greatest season that baseball has seen.
Wow. All right, I am not. And it's tremendous what he's doing. And Rob, I don't think so, because I know where you stand as far as the home run record.
No, it's
Bonds. I don't know if I don't know if you were overlooking Bonds in 2001.
No, I'm not.
Because of the PED use. Okay, so I'm that, to me, and you know I've said it and I stand by it right now. Barry Bonds is the best baseball player I've ever seen.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you.
Okay. And that year, and I get it, Rob. Look, I do think he used PEDs. I think you do too. I mean, he even admitted it, right? Just unknowingly.
Right. He rubbed the clear on him.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. He didn't know. That's what it was.
That's what he
said. He thought
right.
it was just some regular old Johnson & Johnson lotion or something. But anyway, in 2001, Rob, and the Giants had a very good year. They didn't make the postseason, but not as many teams made it back then. I don't believe they made it that year in 2001. But they did have a winning record, and they were in the hunt. Rob, when he that's the year he hit the 73 homers, had 137 RBI, which didn't lead the league, but he walked 177
No, that's
times.
incredible. That's a ridiculous
That's ridiculous.
That's why his on-base percentage was ridiculous. Right?
He led the league in on-base percentage, in slugging, in OPS. His OPS was astronomical.
What
better
did he bat
than Judge's.
that year?
He batted 328.
Yeah, no, that's great batting.
See, that's why, better batting average, at least at this point, more RBI, obviously going to have more homers. The walks is just dwarfs what Judge has done. And basically all the numbers he leads Judge. And again, I get the situation, but Rob, that's the best season. Judge, I will say this, and this is one of the best compliments I can give Judge.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost Bondsian what he's doing, right? Like every time he steps up, you feel like he's gonna homer.
I
right?
do feel
and
like that right now, don't you? I did.
And he hit one yesterday. That's what Bonds was doing. Bonds was seeing one good pitch a game and knocking it out the park. It was ridiculous.
No.
And so wouldn't you put Bonds? I mean,
the only difference, Chris, and I'm not taking anything from Barry Bonds. I agree with you. He's the greatest player I ever saw. He is. But it's like this season is so unique considering where the game is now. That's what is so impressive. That people don't have a good batting average anymore. Guys are just sluggers or softball players, Chris, taking rips, right? Hitting home runs. Judge is hitting for average. He's driving runs in. He's batting leadoff. He's just everything that he's done, and he's helping his team win. When I add all that together against better competition as far as pitching and people being specialist and having fresh arms thrown at you.
It was a lot of that in 01, though. Not quite to this extent.
No, right. But the game has changed from that from then.
Yeah,
but I agree that Bonds put in an unbelievable year, and you just said it. He didn't even lead in RBIs, and obviously he walked a lot, so that stopped plenty of opportunities. And I remember them walking in a run once or twice, Chris. I think Buck Showalter walked him
absolutely.
to walk in a run.
Absolutely.
Rather than pitch to Bonds. You know what's funny?
Judge leads the league, Rob, with 93 walks. Like I said, Bonds had 177, basically twice as many.
Yeah, in this day and age, to be able to do what he's been able to do with the pressures that are on him, with the way the game is played, with the shift, with all the other things that have taken so many hitters out of, the conversation, Chris, for batting average and being more than a swing for the fence kind of guy. Judge has bucked the trend. And you will agree now. I think some of the Ohtani guys, because you already thought Judge was the MVP.
I already thought.
But I don't think. Yeah. Don't you think that even some of the Ohtani people probably right now are like, it's hard to not give it to him this
crown. The triple crown will sway them toward Judge if they were leaning toward Ohtani. I think you'll get a few. I mean, we heard CC Sabathia.
Yeah, there'll be some
other people say that he should get it every year. But I think Judge is going to win it going away, Rob.
I do, too.
Doubt. And honestly, deservedly so.
Yeah.
And I think Shohei, I don't think it'll be a Russell Westbrook situation with the triple-double where next, people will begin to maybe belittle what Shohei's
like it was
doing.
A fad, right.
Get so used to it. I think he's going to win more MVPs. But this is just a year where Judge is doing something historic. Like you said, it's the best season you've ever seen.
It is.
Offensively. I say it's the second best.
We haven't seen that many guys hit 60 home runs. And,
right.
Like that. Like that's the big thing.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. And then to add to that, like this guy's about to
lead the league in batting.
Yeah.
And to do it while getting the triple crown. No, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.